At Christmas dinner, my wife cruelly imitated my stutter. Her whole family watched. When I tried to smile through it, she sneered. "Look at him, struggling like a broken machine," she said. "Maybe if we turn him off and on, he'll speak like a normal person." Her father high-fived her. I silently cleared their plates. Their laughter echoed from the kitchen. 6 months later, she was outside my apartment. She screamed at my window. Her sister texted, "Please answer her." I spoke clearly that day, very clearly. My wife, Lisa, 27, and I have been married 3 years. We've been together for 5. I've had a stutter since I was a kid. It comes and goes, usually manageable. It gets worse when I'm nervous or stressed. Lisa always said she found it endearing. At least, that's what I thought. Things had been off lately, small things. Lisa was more irritable. She spent more time on her phone. She laughed at texts but hid the screen when I walked by. I chalked it up to holiday stress. Her family is particular about celebrations. We arrived at her parents' place on Christmas Eve. Everything seemed normal. Her dad, Kobe 58, was watching football. Her mom was cooking. Her sister Meline, 30, was there with her husband. Lisa had been weird in the car. She was distant, checking her makeup more than usual. I now realize it was a sign. During dinner, they asked about our plans for the new year. I started explaining how we were saving for a trip to Colorado. My stutter was acting up. Kobe always makes me nervous with his constant interrupting. That's when it happened. Lisa suddenly started an exaggerated imitation of my stutter. Not a quick jab, a full-on performance. "We're Gigi going to CC Colorado in the SS Spring," she mocked. She even added facial contortions I've never made. Everyone at the table froze. Then her dad burst out laughing. I tried to smile through it. What else could I do? We were at her family's dinner table. I figured it was a tasteless joke. I'd talk to her about it later. But then she sneered at me. "Look at him, struggling like a broken machine," she said. "Maybe if we restart him, he'll speak like a normal person." Her dad high-fived her. Her mom looked uncomfortable but said nothing. Meline stared at her plate. I quietly excused myself. I started clearing plates. In the kitchen, scraping leftovers, I heard them laughing. Kobe said I can't even stand up for myself. Lisa replied, "I know, right?" The drive home was silent. She was on her phone, smirking at something. When I confronted her at home, she rolled her eyes. "It was just a joke," she said. "God, you're so sensitive. This is why people find it hard to be around you." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying those moments. I realized this probably wasn't the first time she mocked me. Just the first time to my face. The next morning, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed. A notification popped up from her friend. "OMG, that video of him stuttering at dinner was hilarious," it read. "Your dad's reaction killed me." My stomach dropped. She had recorded it. Posted it for her friends to laugh at. When she came out, I asked about it, staying calm somehow. She shrugged. "It's just on my private story, chill out," she said. Like that made it better. I did some digging over the next few days. Checked our shared cloud account where phone backups go. Found a folder of videos she'd taken of me stuttering. Captions like, "Hubby.x has stopped working," and "buffering." Some had comments from her friends. This had been going on for months. There were texts with her dad mocking me. Texts with friends about how embarrassing I am in public. One said, "Sometimes I tell people he has a mental disability, so they don't ask questions." What the hell? I knew I needed to leave, like yesterday. But I'm doing this smart. I've been documenting everything. Screenshots, recordings, the works. I've collected our financial info. Made copies of important documents. Moved them to a small storage unit I rented last week. I paid cash. I consulted a lawyer quietly. She advised me to keep things normal while I prepare. So that's what I'm doing. Playing the good husband while I plan. I've moved small amounts of money to a separate account. Nothing that would raise flags. It's legal, per my lawyer, within reasonable personal spending. I'm researching apartments. looking at places Lisa would never visit, taking inventory of what's mine versus joint property. I've been sleeping on the couch for a week, claiming back problems. Lisa barely noticed. She's too busy with her phone and friends to question it. The hardest part is pretending everything's fine, nodding when she talks about future plans, smiling when her dad calls, acting normal when I want to confront her about the videos, the texts, the betrayal. But I'm not giving her any warning. The day I leave, she'll realize what she's lost. I still can't believe this is happening. 5 years together, and I never saw this side of her. Or maybe I didn't want to see it. All those times she got frustrated when I stuttered in public. All those sudden headaches before meeting friends. Her answering questions for me in social situations. It wasn't protection, it was embarrassment. Tomorrow, I'm meeting the lawyer again. Our lease is in both our names, but it's up for renewal next month. My plan is to be gone before then. I found a decent place closer to work. The landlord seems cool. I can move in next week if I pull the trigger. I keep thinking about that Christmas dinner. Her laugh, her dad's high five. The way she looked at me, like I was defective. It plays on repeat in my head. But my stutter doesn't define me. And soon neither will she. I'll update when there's more to share. For now, I'm focused on getting out with my dignity intact. Any advice from people who've been through this would help. Thank you to everyone who commented on my last post. I read every message, even if I couldn't respond. Your support kept me focused during a surreal month. So many asked for an update, here it is. Quick recap, Lisa, 27, mocked my stutter at Christmas dinner. In front of her family. I found she'd been recording me stuttering for months. Sharing with friends. I started planning my exit. I didn't mention earlier for privacy, but it's relevant now. I work in IT at the same company where Lisa got promoted. Account manager, not same floor or building most days, but same employer. We met at a company happy hour 5 years ago. I signed a lease 3 weeks ago. It's a 1-bedroom, older building, nothing fancy. But it's mine. The security deposit wiped some savings, but worth it. I've been moving essentials when Lisa's not home. Clothes, electronics, documents, family photos. My lawyer advised documenting finances first. I've taken screenshots of joint accounts, credit card statements. Lisa's been spending more than I realized. Designer stuff hidden in her closet, tags still on. Receipts for 4 handbags, over $800 each. Bought in 2 months from our joint account. I found something else. Lisa expensed personal dinners as client meetings at work. Used our joint credit card for girls' nights. Submitted the same receipts as business expenses. Double dipping, at least 18 times in the past year. Here's where it gets interesting. My team handles the expense report software at work. I maintain the system, help accounting with technical issues. I didn't seek this info, it came across my desk. Lisa requested some expense reports unlocked for editing. Standard procedure, needs verification before approval. I recused myself from her request, ethics, you know. But I mentioned concerns about irregularities to my team lead. Not as her husband, as an employee following protocol. I wasn't sure anything would happen. My lead passed it to accounting. They did a routine audit and found a pattern. Last week, Lisa mentioned a 3-day business trip. A regional meeting 4 hours away. She was excited, said it was a chance to network. She packed her nicest outfits, left Thursday morning. Once her location sharing showed she was halfway there, I acted. Rented a small moving truck. Had 3 friends help move my remaining furniture. Left anything we bought together, couch, dining table, TV. Cleaned out my closet, bathroom items, gaming setup. Changed my direct deposit for paychecks. Transferred exactly half the money from our joint accounts to my new personal account. Left her grandmother's ring she never wore on the counter. Took the cat, she's mine from before we met. Lisa never liked her anyway. By Thursday night, it was like I'd never lived there. I patched the nail holes where my posters had been. While she was away, 3 things happened. Accounting concluded the first round of their investigation. Our landlord sent the lease renewal notice. It required both our signatures. My lawyer finalized the divorce paperwork. I didn't plan for this convergence. Sometimes the universe has impeccable timing. My lawyer advised leaving a brief note. No emotions, no accusations, just facts. Lisa, I've moved out and am filing for divorce, it read. Please direct communications through my lawyer, attached. I've transferred 50% of our joint funds to my account. I've left all jointly purchased household items. I signed it, Warren. I emailed our landlord, saying I wouldn't renew the lease. Copied Lisa so she wouldn't be blindsided. Lisa returned Sunday evening. My phone exploded with notifications. Text from Lisa, 7:43 p.m. Where the hell are you? Where's all your stuff? 7:47 p.m. Are you serious? You just leave while I'm gone. Real mature. 8:02 p.m. You took money from our account. My dad says that's illegal. 8:16 p.m. Answer your phone, Warren, this isn't funny. 19 missed calls, I didn't answer. Around 10 p.m. Meline texted. Warren, Lisa is really upset, she wrote. I know my sister can be difficult, but isn't this extreme? Can you talk to her? I responded, Meline, I appreciate your concern. But this is between Lisa and me. Please respect my decision. Monday morning, Lisa was called into a meeting with HR and her boss. I didn't know this was happening. I was setting up my work from home station at my new place. Harper from accounting texted me. Not sure if I should tell you, but drama's happening, she said. Lisa's department, something about expense reports. Thought you'd want a heads up. I thanked her but didn't explain. Not my circus, not my monkeys anymore. The divorce papers were delivered to Lisa at work that afternoon. I didn't plan the timing. The service company chose when to deliver. But serving papers during her worst Monday ever, ouch. It's been 3 days. My new place feels like home. My cat is adjusting well, seems happier with more space. I've blocked Lisa on everything except email. Need that for divorce communications. Through mutual connections, I heard she got suspended. Pending further investigation into her expense reports. She's telling everyone I hacked her work account to frame her. I didn't. Her dad's consulting a lawyer to sue me. She had to explain to the landlord about rent. She might not afford it alone. The texts haven't stopped, just changed tone. Monday night, I can't believe you'd humiliate me like this at work. Tuesday morning, this is about Christmas, isn't it? It was one joke, get over yourself. Tuesday afternoon, my dad says the money thing is financial abuse. Wednesday morning, please just talk to me. We can work this out. Wednesday night, I'm sorry about the stutter thing, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I haven't responded to any. My lawyer says I'm in a strong position. The financial split was equitable. I didn't take anything that wasn't mine. I have documentation of everything, including her mockery videos and texts with her dad. Do I feel bad that her life imploded in 72 hours? Maybe a tiny bit. Then I remember her laughing with her dad, calling me a broken machine, sharing videos of me struggling to talk. My stutter's improved since moving out. The anxiety of being recorded is gone. I'm sleeping better, eating better. My therapist says it's common after leaving a toxic environment. I'm proceeding with the divorce. Continuing therapy, focusing on rebuilding. I'm not interested in dating anytime soon. Need to work on myself first. It's been 6 months since my last update. I wasn't planning to post again. I thought the story was over. I'd moved out, started divorce proceedings. Life was getting back to normal. Then yesterday happened. Thanks for all the support on my previous posts. Your comments helped during dark moments. Special shout out to fellow stutterers who shared stories. Knowing I wasn't alone meant a lot. These past 6 months have been transformative. Cliché but true. My apartment is fully mine now. Decorated how I want, no complaints about my Star Wars posters. Or my gaming setup in the living room. My cat Pixel claimed the sunny window spot. The dishwasher's broken, and the upstairs neighbor plays bass at odd hours. But it's home. I've been seeing a speech therapist twice a month. Not to fix my stutter, but to cope with stress. She taught me breathing techniques. Ways to feel in control when words get stuck. It's helped a lot. Work's been good. I got a new project, work from home 3 days a week. My team lead, Harper, is awesome. She invited me to her birthday drinks last month. Just a local bar, but nice to expand my circle beyond Lisa's friends. The divorce process is slow but steady. Lisa contested initially, then went quiet. Her lawyer reached out a few times to negotiate. Nothing major, finalizing within a month last I heard. I started hitting the gym 3 times a week. Basic stuff, down 12 pounds. Sleeping better, removing stress does wonders. Lisa got fired over the expense report thing. Not just suspended, full termination. She tried to blame me, said I hacked her accounts. The evidence was clear. She moved back with her parents for a while. Got a new job, but a step down from before. Her dad stopped threatening legal action. His lawyer said there was no case. I kept her blocked on everything but email. Occasionally I'd get texts from unknown numbers, obviously her. March 12th, Warren, please talk to me. I'm struggling here. April 3rd, I lost my job because of you. I hope you're happy. April 17th, my dad says you planned this from the beginning. Did you? Was Christmas just an excuse? I never responded, just forwarded to my lawyer. Meline reached out a few times. At first she was Team Lisa. Sent long messages about family working through problems. Everyone makes mistakes, she said. But something shifted 2 months ago. Her messages got shorter, less defensive. Last month, she apologized for not speaking up at Christmas dinner. Yesterday was a normal Saturday. I woke up, made coffee, played Elden Ring. Did laundry, ordered pizza around 2 p.m. Settled in for a quiet evening of sci-fi binging. At 6:18 p.m., someone pounded on my door. Not knocking, pounding like the building was on fire. I checked the peephole, my stomach dropped. Lisa, in jeans and a wrinkled t-shirt. Makeup smeared like she'd been crying. I didn't open the door. I stood there frozen, heart hammering. She kept knocking, calling my name. Neighbors definitely heard. I didn't know what to do. I walked away from the door, muted the TV. Sat on my couch, hoping she'd leave. She didn't. The knocking stopped, but her voice came from outside. My living room window, 2nd floor. She'd gone to the grassy area below my balcony. Shouting my name, saying she needed to talk. It was important, she was sorry. I closed the blinds. My phone buzzed, Meline. 6:32 p.m. Warren, Lisa's having a really bad day. Her new boyfriend's been cheating and she's breaking down. Is she at your place? I replied, yes, she's shouting outside my window. Meline, 6:34 p.m. I'm so sorry. She took off from my apartment an hour ago. I tried to stop her. 6:35 p.m. Please answer her just for a minute. I'm worried about what she might do. I wrote back, not my problem anymore. Meline, 6:37 p.m. She's been in therapy. She knows she messed up. Please, Warren, just 5 minutes. I'm 20 minutes away, coming to get her. I stared at my phone. Lisa's voice floated up from outside. Neighbors were getting a show. I did something I hadn't in 6 months. I opened the window. Lisa looked up, mascara streaked down her face. For a split second, I felt the urge to comfort her. To fix things, make it better. Then I remembered the videos, the laughter. The broken machine comment. She started rambling immediately. How sorry she was, how therapy helped her see her cruelty. Losing her job and the divorce humbled her. She missed me, said her new relationship was a disaster. No one understood her like I did. Then she said something that made me laugh out loud. She'd never find someone as patient and kind as me again. Patient, like my value was tolerating her. Here's what surprised me. I didn't stutter once as I responded. Not a single time. The words came out clear, deliberate. I told her I had been patient. Patient while she mocked me behind my back. Patient while she recorded my struggles. Patient while she and her dad laughed at Christmas dinner. My patience had run out. I said her apology meant nothing. It only came after she lost everything. She wasn't sorry for hurting me. She was sorry for the consequences. I told her the divorce would finalize soon. This moment, her begging outside my window, was our last. Her face changed as I spoke. Desperation turned to something harder. She called me cruel, said I took sick pleasure in her suffering, claimed I orchestrated her firing to punish her. I closed the window, drew the blinds. Meline texted 20 minutes later. She'd picked up Lisa. They were gone. She apologized again for the situation. This morning, I woke up feeling lighter. Weird but accurate. I'd finally said what needed saying to her face. Clearly and directly. My speech therapist says my stutter's tied to anxiety, to feeling judged. Looking down at the person who caused so much pain, I felt neither. Just certain. The divorce finalizes in 3 weeks, per my lawyer's email. I'm taking a week off to visit my parents after. First real vacation in 2 years. Life isn't perfect. I still stutter sometimes. My kitchen sink leaks and I can't fix it. But I'm moving forward. To everyone who followed this saga, thank you. Your support mattered more than you know.